Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Rafi Ahmed. Today we are going to learn about Python. So in this tutorial series, we are going to do practical of Python, a cookbook for hackers. With the book, the Violent Python, a cookbook for hackers. Okay, actually for penetration testers, you can say that. Okay. So for this we need a Python. So if you are using Windows, you can download the Python from python.org. You can download the Python in Windows from the website python.org and set up the environment variable. Basically it will automatically set up, but if not, then you can set up. Okay. If you're using Windows and if you're using Linux or Unix OS, then it will be pre-installed in your computer. So you just have to type Python and you will be in the Python interpreter shell. Okay. So I'm using Python 2.7.10. Okay, that's it. So for this book, what we are going to do, we are going to install the third-party libraries as the book did. So he installed the Nmap. So we're also going to install the Nmap, the third-party library in Python. So in Python, we can install third-party libraries in many ways. We can download the file and run the setup file, or in Linux we can use wget, in which we can download the file from a URL to the from the server by a URL. Okay, and we can also use the easiest method is we can use Python package managers like easy install or pip. So in this tutorial we are going to use pip. So let me check pip is installed in my computer or not. I'm going to check the version of pip. Pip is not found. That means pip is not installed on my computer or local machine. Let me check the easy install or setup tools is also called a setup tool. Easy install version. Yes, setup tool is in my computer, is in my local machine. So I'm going to install pip with the help of easy install. Easy install is also a Python package manager, and pip is also a Python package manager. So Python has a vast libraries, third-party libraries. So we are going to use pip in this series. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to install the pip by using easy install. So is just I have to run this command in by root privilege with the help of root privilege. Okay. So sudo easy underscore install pip. So it will search for the pip in python.org. Okay, the key is encrypted by MD5. Okay, pip is installed in my computer, on my local machine. So let me check pip is installed or not. Version, yeah, pip 8.1.2 is now in my computer. So we have successfully installed the package manager pip. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to install the third-party library Nmap, Python Nmap, as the book did. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to install the Python Nmap package, third-party package manager. And Python Nmap, the third-party library. So I need to run the pip using install command and write the package name Python Nmap. Okay. Okay, requirement already satisfied. Means Nmap is already installed in my local machine. If if Nmap is not installed, then pip can be helped to install the third-party library in my third-party like Python Nmap help to install the Python Nmap. Okay, so Python Nmap is installed in my computer. So we are going to write our first program, hello world. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the Python uh, in Python interpreter shell. Okay. Okay. So we are going to write our first program, hello world. So I'm going to just write print hello world. That's it. Our program is executed successfully. Okay. So hello world is successfully executed by the help of print function. In Python 3, we have some different syntax to write the print statement. So in Python 3.x, we need this parenthesis, and we can write hello world. I think okay. In Python 3, but Python 2 is also working with this. Not an issue. So our next topic is variables. So in Python we don't need to assign the type of the variable. It will automatically get what kind of value is assigned to that variable. Suppose I'm going to set a variable named as port, and I'm going to assign the value 21. Python will automatically detect that it is a integer. Let me check. I have created a variable named as port. Now I'm going to check the type of the port. It will tell me that it is an integer. Okay. What happened if I'm going to set port is equal to 21 with this um, bracket, commas, and whatever. So I'm going to enter. It is a string basically. We have in programming language we are use this for the string. So I'm not now I'm going to check the type of this port variable basically. It will automatically detect that it is a string. Okay, so Python is a very smart programming language and detect automatically that what kind of the value is assigned to that variable. Okay, so let me I'm going to create a variable name as 21, variable name as port, and assign a value as 21. And I'm also going to create another variable banner, and I'm going to assign a string free float ftp server ftp server. Okay, so let me do some operation with strings, like how to convert this string in uppercase and lowercase. How can we replace this free float to another string, and how can we find the any special alphabet or character in this string. So we have inbuilt function in Python like upper or lower, find, and replace. So we are going to do that. Banner dot upper. This is a Python function. It will return me the string in uppercase, and I'm going to use the lower. It will return me the string in lower cases. If I need to replace this free float to ability or my name Rafi. Okay, so how can we do in Python? Python has For this Python has also a inbuilt function replace. So I'm going to use this replace, and what I need to find free free float, and what I want Rafi. So it will find the free float in the string. Basically the string is this, because we assign the banner variable, and we are doing the operation with banner variable. So it will find the free float word in this string and replace with Rafi. Okay, so let me check. uh, it didn't do that. Why? Spelling is correct. Okay. It will return, so I need to store this in a variable. So I'm going to store this in a, no, it will not. It will return the replace. Let me check. Print banner dot replace. Okay, float, L-O-A-T, float. I did the spelling mistake. I'm going to do it again. F-L-O-T, float. I have assigned banner the free float. This, okay, Rafi FTP server. That's perfect. Mhm. Now I need to find the FTP word in this uh, string free float FTP server. So how can we do that? I'm just going to use the find function, and what I need to find, FTP FTP on the ninth position. Okay, so 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, space is also count 9. Okay, we got this FTP. Okay, so and our next topic is list. List is very useful in Python, and it's frequently used type in the programming language, in the Python programming language, and it is widely used also. It's also widely used. So if you have any background of PHP, then you have used array. So in that we have different type of array like associated array, multidimensional array, single, or so list is also something like that in Python. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a blank list. Okay, so so it is a set of it is a bundle of, or set of, uh, you can say that set of same data type or different data type, uh, mixed data types, you can say. We can assign in list a value, integer and string, both we can assign in a list. Okay, so what we are going to do, so I have created a list. Actually I'm going to create a port list. We are doing with the book, so port list, I'm going to assign a blank list. Now I'm going to add a value in this list, so I'm going to use the append function of Python, append, and the value what I need to add. So I need to add an integer value, not a string, so I'm going to add 21. So I'm going to check my port list. Okay, he has a one value, port list has a one value, 21. I'm going to set another value in port list, 21 22, the port number 22 for SSH. I'm going to check port list 21 to the list length is increased, number of element is increased because I add a new element in this list. Okay, so I'm going to add some more ports. Okay, like for HTTP we used port 80, so I'm going to add port 80, and for I'm also going to use port 443 and port 25 or 24 25. Okay, so I'm going to check my port list. 21, 22, 80, 443, 25. Okay. If I need to add a string value in this port list, in this list, we can also do that. Like, I'm going to give you an example that append. Let me say that my name is Rafi. So now I'm going to check port list Rafi. It Python doesn't matter that what kind of value I'm going to add in the list. It will just pick the value and add to the list. So I have added a wrong entry in the port list, so I need to remove it. So in Python we can do, but firstly let me check the indexes. So if I need to check the index value of 80, so how can we do that? For in Python we have also function for that, index function. So what I'm going to do, port list dot index 80. It will return me the index value of 80. So I'm going to store this uh, in variable like position. So this will store. Now I'm going to call the pos 2 0 1 2. So port 80 is on the second position. What's that? So port 80 is in second position, 0 1 2. We have already count with 0. So okay, now we have added a a wrong entry in my port list, so I'm going to remove it. So how can we do it in Python? So we can use remove the Rafi. Now I'm going to check my port list. Rafi is removed from the port list, okay, because I'm not a port number. So we have done that. Okay, so we are going to do next part with dictionary, in which we have a key and the items, or in PHP we can say that we have a key and a value. Okay, dictionary is also a very common use uh, type in Python. So in dictionary we can assign a value with a key. So how can we do that? I'm going to set a variable name service as services. Okay, so in this, okay, the brackets is different for list and dictionary. We use in for list we use square brackets, or for dictionary we use curly brackets. Okay, so I'm going to set up a key value ftp. For ftp we use port 21. I'm going to set the value of ftp 21. Okay, means index value, I'm going to set the index value. Basically the ftp is index value for 21. Okay. And for ssh, I'm going to set for 22. SSH port 22 for is used for SSH basically, and 2 4 times 2 is also for you is also used for SSH. Okay, so now for SMTP we are going to use port 25 as we know, and for HTTP we are going to use port 80, the local host. Okay. Enter. Okay, though, so our dictionary is created successfully. Let me check services. Okay, So in dictionary we have a key value and key and its value. But in list, the key value is automatically assigned that to if in key in port list 21 index is 0, that means 0 is the key of 21. But in dictionary we can assign manually the keys for the value. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to call okay, so in port list if I need to call the uh, index value, if I need to call the port 80, then it will return me the index value. But in dictionary if I need to call port 21, so we need to call by the FTP key. So let me check services, and I'm going to call the FTP key. So it will return me the value of FTP 21. If I'm going to call the SSH key, so it will return me the SSH value. Okay, 22. Okay, so now we are going to do our first socket programming, in which we will uh, receive the server information. Okay, so for this we need to import the socket. So I'm going to import socket. Okay, now I'm going to set the default time of socket. Socket dot set default time out. I'm going to set 200 or 300. This is more than enough. Okay, now I'm going to create a socket and store it in a variable as socket dot socket. So it will create a socket for a particular time frame. Okay, now I'm going to connect to the server. I need a server IP. So I have a lots of websites. So forward okay, this is my website. Okay, I need a IP address of this. Control N. Okay, I can also use 198.27. So we need to connect to the server or any server. We don't know the cPanel password for that server actually. So connect, and I'm going to set add the IP address for that, and for which port I need to connect 21. So actually connect accept two parameter, the IP address of the server and the port for which I need to connect. Okay, so I'm going to enter. um, Connect is not defined. Okay, I have done some mistakes. This this is a tuple. What's wrong? Connect is not defined. Name connect spelling is correct. Okay. Connect is the function of socket, so I don't need to assign it in a variable because I've already assigned a variable socket s. So the socket for this socket I'm going to connect for this socket. So that's it, we connected. So now I'm going to receive what actually I have sent some data on this IP address of with the port of 21. So now I'm connected with this IP address. Now I need to check what kind of data it returned if I hit this IP address. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set the variable answer. So I need to check the receive what I received from this IP address of with port 21. So what I'm going to do, s dot receive, and from what character I need 102 first 102 for character. Okay, so now okay, perfect. I'm going to call the answer. Welcome to the pure FTPD, blah 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 blah. This is the you will be disconnected within 15 minutes of inactive. Actually, it is same like if I'm going to hit the my way in my browser and going to hit the enter. What it actually do, it will send the some data to the server and it will return. So in 21 I received that this message. Actually this is a server information, not too much, but we can start with this. Okay, so so welcome to the pure FTPD. And this on the next part it used if else statement, that if receive is the message is this, then print this, and if message is this. So okay, so we know that the message is actually I'm going to short the length of of this message. I'm going to receive only 10 bytes from the, so I want to receive only 10 bytes. So okay, I hope I disconnected. So I have to need to reconnect to the server. I hope I disconnected. Let me connect again. I'm going to cancel this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to import, I have already imported the socket. I'm going to create a socket, set default time out, 2 seconds. Now create a socket dot socket. Okay, I have already created a socket. Now for this socket I'm going to connect. Okay, so the IP address, what is the IP address? 21 port, 21. Something wrong. Node name server not known.